Hey friends and family, my name's Nathan. I'm here at Saltier Games and we are unboxing AEG's Space Base. Everybody's been really waiting to see what John D. Clair was going to do next after Mystic Vale, which I totally love, and I got to meet him once at Gen Con, and yes, as a matter of fact, good sir, I totally did nerd out, and I'm sorry, total fanboy. I'm going to go ahead and open this, get some of this fine plastic off of here. And as most gamers, this is one of my favorite parts of gaming. This and bagging and boxing and organizing. Let's see what we got inside here. AEG's got a pretty nice reputation for giving us quality product. So let's see how they did. Nice. So this is going to be a multiple player game. According to the box, you can do 2, 3, 4, and it would be set up something like this. Set up things in the middle. We're going to come to that. These are player boards. It goes up to 5 players. We're going to have little cubes. Nice. I'm a big fan of wooden cubes, but this sure does look like they didn't go cheap on us. Thank you, AEG. Looks like some high quality cubes. Nice. A couple of dice in here. You'll notice on the one side we've got a little rocket ship and staying with the theme. Let's take a look at some of this art. So that's it. That's everything in the box. Gives you some opportunity to organize. Looks like these guys are going to fit in there pretty neatly. Cover it all up. And hey, there's even room for an expansion. All right, so let's assume that we've got multiple players here. And some nice little AEG advertising coming in here. Rules. You know what? This looks like a daunting book, but the truth is, a lot of it is just pictures, just explaining it, and I do like the fact that it's that visual. Gives you lots of room, clearly some examples, and this looks like a very straightforward game, and if it's anything like John D. Clair's other work, I'm going to enjoy every minute of it. All right, let's see what else we have. Let's go ahead and bust these guys open and take a look at the art. So I've got a nice little starter player token. And this looks like, in fact, this is. So these are going to be, everyone's going to get to choose their favorite color. These are going to be arrayed from large to small over here. So these are things like you can actually just straight up buy these victory points for this coin cost here. Looks like that one's 42, and this will give you 14 victory points. Down here we'll show you the victory point track. This is the victory point track. First one to 40 wins. That's it. And yes, you can actually go over and start over again. So you get like 44 on the case of, in the opportunity that like you might actually be 2 or 3 people might be reaching 40 about the same time. The next track is the planet track. This is a floating limiter track. So let's go ahead and break out a few of these cubes just to do a quick explanation here. So got a green cube, a yellow cube, and a blue cube. So blue cube is going to be our victory point path. Rockets, eventually you lift off. This is the new limiting number for your planet. We're gonna come back to that in a second. This is your gold. So let's say that you, with one move, you end up getting 5 gold. You come here, doesn't matter if you spend 4 gold, 3 gold, 2 gold, 1 gold, it drops you all the way back down. You just make a purchase. But if you've made invested in a planet, you move up one. Instead of dropping down to 0, you would drop down to where that planet is. If the planet is all the way up here at 11 and you had 15 and you spent 14, it does not drop you down to 0, it drops you down to 11. Now let's look at some of these cards here. Check out some of the art. It's gonna be kind of fun. So let's say we've got a few different colors. People are gonna be green, yellow, red. You also have purple, blue. Let's be honest, everybody wants to be green. So we're gonna set these up, and this is going to go in slot number 1, number 2, 3, 4, and so on. And then we're going to go over what each of these actually does. Okay, so each of these is worth a coin. Ignore everything red for the moment. We're going to concentrate on this. This happens during your turn. If you happen to, with a combination of your dice that they give you here, in a very fancy reusable bag. Thank you for not going cheap, AEG. You have a history of doing things well, and we, as people who buy your games, want to say thank you. All right, so let's say that you roll this, and just for example, let's say that it happened to be a 6. You can divide this up into 5 and 1, or you can take it as 6. If you were to do this as a 5 and a 1, with this 1, you could collect 1 coin, the blue, the 5, or you could choose to use 6, which is 1 coin. So we're actually going to put these together and get 2 coin, moving our coin track up to 2. And we're going to very, very quickly throw this up. This is where these levels, it's going to feel kind of familiar if you're familiar with what Mr. John D. Clare did with Mystic Vale. Got some levels here. Got levels of 3, 2, and 1. And with respect, I haven't had a chance to shuffle these, so we're just going to flip some over and kind of get the flavor for it. So levels 1, 2, and 3. These are going to be 6 wide. This up. I actually think that 1 should be at the top, which it probably was. It's fine. We're just going to roll with this for the moment. And there's 5 and 6. So with 2, let's say that we split this up, going with a 1 and a 5. So it grabbed 2 points, 2 golds. So you can usually find when it's mixed up through here, there's a number of different coins for 2. Let's say that we had one of these was available for 2. And so we would purchase this, put it in the slot of 4. We would rotate this guy, and there's where that red comes in. Put that in its place. And now it's another person's turn. We would replenish that. Okay, and that's really pretty much it. Yep. So you would continue to go on. The next person, if they happen to roll something that ended up being a 4, this person could also, on their off turn, during the other people's turns, collect 1 gold. So this continues on, and we move this up 1. And that's during the play of everyone else. So what you will end up doing very, very quickly, because there's some fantastic things here, is you start purchasing things and making sure that this is something that you want as well as this. So, because if you're playing with multiple players, you're definitely going to want to be paying attention to these guys. Here's another great one. Get 1 victory point and 2 coin. So it becomes a real race. It's going to be a lot of fun. And yeah, if it's looking anything like this, the instructions make it to look out, and John D. Clare has a history of making, we're going to have a great time with this one. So Thank you, Mr. John DeClaire, and thank you, AG. We will be opening a new box soon. Check back in.